Good morning. I'm here to bring you another, what is it called, segment on Happy Home Crazy Mom. And the Spirit just said to start today by saying maybe why you could listen to this series. I am a mom of 12 kids, ranging from people pleaser to people pusher, from conformer to rebel. And for the most part, we've been blessed with a lot of peace recently over the last year, as we've come to terms with some different things, different issues that really that I've been dealing with over the years, that have really, I think, helped to change my parenting approach and style. I think have really changed the dynamic of our home. And so I just want to share this. And the most important reason why you should listen is because it just feels right to you, to see what I have to talk about, see what gears it gets generating in your head, spinning in your head, ideas generating. So listen to this, but don't expect my answer to be your answer, but just maybe to gain some perspective. So today I wanted to focus on motive, your motivation, your heart, where your heart is when you do certain things for your children. I used to feel like, okay, I've got to set this example. I've got to do this so that my children will succeed. And so underlying so many of my actions, whether it was exercise or education, I was doing it with an agenda. And it's not a bad agenda. I want my children to exercise. I want my children to succeed academically. I want them to catch a mission and vision of their mission. And I had this underlying drive. And my kids picked up on that. That was fake to them. And so they would see me do it, but they'd be like, yeah, I don't know. Something felt wrong, I guess, to them. I just know that because recently I've tried to start exercising because I want to exercise. I didn't say, come on, guys, I'm going exercising. Oh, you really want to go? Come on, don't you want to come do this with mommy? Look, if I'm fat and I'm getting better. I just had this continual mentality and also verbiage, some discussion, whatever is words I used that supported this mentality. Now I go exercise, and sometimes they don't even know I'm exercising, and I've had more and more of them join me. Not only that, they've pushed and they've excelled. They push themselves as they see me just doing it because I feel like it's right for me and for doing it, and they sense that. And it makes a difference. The other example is his education. I've done a method called Thomas Jefferson Education for years, and I love it. It has so many truths in it, and I knew it was right. And so I was determined I was going to get my education for my children. They were going to learn from me and follow my example and get their missions. And here I had my older kids growing up, and they just didn't get it. I mean, they did, but it just wasn't working out the way I was envisioning and wanting it to. And so over the last year, I've said I've done less of the terminology, used less of the phrases, and even just backed away from the methods that people suggested in applying it. It's not necessarily that the methods weren't necessarily taught by the Thomas Jefferson Education method. I think they're fantastic, but just different things I picked up over the years to interpret it and apply in my home. And I was going to do this, and I was like, whatever. I'm just going to do what feels right to me in our home. And as I've tried to follow the Spirit, my gut, intuition, the heavens, whatever you want to call it, and I've tried to do things and act on them just because they're the right thing to do, and found joy in doing it and sought truth and clarity in it, my children are doing it now. My children are living and doing things that I had wanted for them to do. All those years when I was pushing with this internal agenda that if I do it, then they will want to do it. Once I let go of that and embrace that even if they didn't want to do it, I would still love them. Even if they didn't want to follow my path, that they're still decent people and they have the potential to find their own path. Once they could sense that I really believed that, it's like we've unleashed this giant in our house of awesomeness where they still have their days where they mess up, but they acknowledge it. Like, oh, I didn't like how that felt. I want to try something different. So anyway, just want to give you that freedom to say, hey, I'm going to try this a different way and know that it can work. Know that it can be successful. Trust your instincts. Trust your kids. Have hope that things will be fine. Just do what feels right for you and do it because you love it. And it will change your children. It'll change you, and so you'll have more peace at home. So good luck. You're doing better than you think you are, and I'll be in touch later. Take care.